What's good with y'all, man? Yeah, it's been a minute for sure. But last time I tried to record a video, it was before break, I think. I tried to record a video and one of the roommates had a friend over. He was being very loud. And he like kind of came in here. He's screaming and yelling. And I was like, I think that was in the midst of me posting. I was posting on Instagram, so y'all got something out of me then. But I took my stuff home as if I were going to record, but I was just chilling over break for real. Wasn't really focused on doing anything really. But chilling. I had to take my brother to school, pick him up every day last week. So I was just relaxing, enjoying my break time off from school, you know. Basically typical summer things, but no job for real. Yeah, I'm back. It's just been really hectic, sort of. I don't know what that is. I wanted to post that video, but it kind of got ruined because it just wouldn't have worked. But today, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, but y'all gonna get something out of me today. I want to talk about Victor Wembanyama. The rookie who is running away with Rookie of the Year. I know I was a big Chet advocate. I still am, because he's contributing to winning, and he's in a situation where he don't get that much opportunity. But he's a key part in winning, and that's why a lot of people had him. People still have him, but Wemby's like, I guess he's kind of running away with it because he's becoming efficient. In his last 10 games, he's averaging 23 points, 4.7 assists, 2 steals, 9.9, 10 rebounds, 4.7 blocks per game, 50% from the field, 44% from 3, 85% from the line. I don't even know what to say at that point. Like, and he's not even playing. Pop isn't even playing him 30 minutes a game. Think about that. He's still on restriction because he's still so frail. Imagine when Wemby gets to that point where that's a good thing, he hasn't been injured. He gets to that point where he has some more. I don't know. I think Pop is he's just reserving him because this season they aren't going to be that good. Just wanted to let him rock out. He's still starting, but you can't wear out your rookie, so you just let him rock out. He's still not playing 30 minutes a game, which is crazy. So imagine when he gets to the point where he's averaging 35 to 40 minutes per game. He will be averaging 30, so anywhere between 25 and up, because he's averaging 23 over the last 10 in limited minutes. He is shooting 40%. Last 20 games, he's shooting 40%. In his first 35, he was shooting 29. So that's where people were skeptical. But I was a little skeptical. I knew he could shoot it, but it was just always an efficiency thing with him. And we know Chet was at one point shooting 50, 40, 90. he's still very efficient from the field. And like I said, he's contributing to winning, which people don't really care about because they're like, he's not really a rookie. He had NBA training for a whole year. When in reality, he was injured for a whole year. Sure, he had some training, but he was hurt. So this was his first real. It was really a thing. See, he's averaging he's just a 17 and 8 on 54% from the field. See, he's a lot more consistent than Wemby. He's shooting 39.5 from 3, 79% from the line. So he's really efficient. But like I said, I keep saying this, he's contributing to winning. Even though the Thunder lost yesterday. The Thunder are they dropped to the 2 seed. After that L, they were the 1 seed for like a night. Came out, LA, cooked them. It's something about the Clippers. I said this before. Clippers and Lakers. They lock Shea up every time. I know he had 20, but he just came off of giving the Suns 35. And that just goes to show that game plan. They have that game plan. Yeah, so number one, I'm going to just talk about conferences. Nah, skip that. We're going to talk about how the Celtics are on a roll right now. 11-game win streak. I think the Celtics, they're my pick to win it all if the Suns don't come out the West. They're looking iffy, but D-Book is hurt. When they're all healthy, they look good. But they give up games that they should be winning easily. Like, that's the only thing about the Suns, man. They got the depth. They can be beating these teams. Like, they've been losing. They lost to the Rockets, like, 2 times in the last however many games. They've played them 3 times, like, since All-Star break. But, yeah. Celtics, they did the Warriors dirty. That was that get back from that 2022 championship. They did them boys dirty. They beat them by 50. They were up 82-38 at halftime. I saw the notification. I was like, oh, yeah, it's looking bad. Curry had 4 points. We ain't seen Curry dropping anything below 10. He's done it a few times this season. But we know what he's capable of. So that's how you know. It was just a bad game all around. They're talking about not having a game plan coming out. Draymond said 15 minutes before. But if you're supposed to be one of the best teams in the NBA, you should be able to, or one of the better, because they're struggling kind of. You're supposed to be able to come out and at least give some effort. That was not effort that I saw the other night. That was complete obliteration. You guys got cooked, and y'all got cooked, and y'all lost. There's no excuses. Now, I want to talk about standings. Celtics 1, Bucks 2. The thing that the Bucks are still the number 2 seed after Adrian Griffin. I don't understand. Cavs 3. They've really took a leap. Knicks 4. No Julius Randle, no Brunson, and they still beat the Cavs. If that's a 4-5 matchup, again, 3 years in a row. 5, Sixers, no Embiid, crazy, right? Still being a good team. 6, Magic. Magic are sleepers. Nobody expected the Magic to be this good. They were the 3 seed at one point early in the season, so we knew they were gonna be all right. They looking like they can make the playoffs. They 6 seed. They don't gotta worry about the play-in. But the Heat are on a roll right now. I think the Heat can overtake them as a 6 seed or even a 5 seed. But Heat, they've been, 11-3 or whatever over the last however many 14 games. Pacers 8. Pacers have been up and down this season. I want them to be the 7 seed so that they can play the Bucks in the first round. We know that history. Just in this season, Pacers have their number. I want to see that in a real 7-game series. See who's the real team. I want to see, because if everything was to stop today, it would be Celtics versus the winner, Bulls Hawks. No, Bulls Hawks. It would be if it was to end today, the Pacers would want to beat the Heat so that the Heat could go down and play the winner of the 9-10 seed. So the Pacers would want to win that. That's just hypothetics. 9 Bulls, who are negative and still in the playoff hunt right now. It's just crazy. Kobe White yesterday, 37, and a big 22-point comeback they had against the Kings. Crazy. He had a crazy move where he shook. He made Harrison Barnes do a 360, and then he dunked on him. All in the same play, by the way. Crazy. And then 10, the Hawks, which is still crazy. They're -8. Negative by 8 games. Nets, they're just mid. Raps, Scotty Barnes, prayers for a quick recovery. Then after that, Hornets, Pistons, Wizards. This is all bad. Melo's been injured this year. You can't really see him and Brandon Miller. I want to see it, though, because they got some pieces now. Melo, B. Miller. They got Grant Williams. They got Miles Bridges. Mark Williams when he's healthy. Trey Mann. They got pieces. They just got to put it together. They had a little streak, and then they got cooked by the Bucks. But, yeah. And they weren't putting up, 30-something points at halftime. So, in the West, the Timberwolves are 1. Thunder, Nuggets, Clips, Pelicans, Suns, Kings, Mavs, Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Rockets, Grizzlies, Trailblazers, and the Spurs. If I were to give my prediction, even though, Clippers are a 4 seed right now, and that's because they lose. Like, they beat teams. Like, they beat the Timberwolves the other day because Harden traveled, but they missed the call. Kawhi got an and one, and they won by 1 point. Like, they beat teams, but at the same time, they should have lost that game because that's a blatant travel. But they beat teams. They went on that run, and I was like, shoot, they're looking like they could be top of the West. But they end up losing to somebody dribbling a basketball in their room. That's crazy. But back to the Clips. I feel like the Clips can come out the West and see that Celtics Clippers. At the same time, Westbrook is injured, and they're going to need him. They were going to need him if they want to make a run. He's supposed to be back by playoffs. And they better be hopeful. Prayers up to Russ too, man. He's filling his role well. Is Russ considered if Russ is considered a 6th man, he should be the 6th man of the year. Because the ability to say, I don't even want to start no more, let me come off the bench and contribute. And then my team starts doing better. I just don't want it to say that I'm the problem. So he did that, and he's coming off the bench when healthy, averaging double-digit points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. That's what Russ is going to give you off the bench. And if somebody goes down, he's going to fill that role like he did last year, showing that he can still do what he got to do. But, yeah. Yeah, I think, who I want to come out the West is the Suns. I feel like they got the depth. It would be Suns, Clips, Lake Show looking good. Thunder. I feel like Thunder is either they up or down. It's either they gonna make it far or they gonna get dropped first round. Cause look, so the Thunder are the 2 seed right now. Think about the play-in. So you got the Kings at 7, Lakers 8, and whoever wins that, you get to play. And I don't think they want to see the Lakers because of they have a strategy, especially if they get Jared Vanderbilt back. He's gonna be on Shea like white on rice. That would be a good series, but I don't think I'm not trying to hate, but I don't think they get that. I don't think they get that series. It was just too much experience on the Lakers, and they have schemes and they know how to win. And especially when D'Lo's hot, Lakers they could win it all. Cause the way he been playing, they was like, he always play like this when he about to get traded. Well, trade deadline over, and he's still playing like an all-star. Good to see D'Lo back in his Brooklyn bag. Cause when he was in Brooklyn, it was no stopping him. No stopping him. He was that guy in Brooklyn. I want to talk NFL draft coming next month. Combine just happened. And you know me, I'm a lanky dude. Tall, if you want to say. However, 6 foot is that tall now. I love football, but like my favorite position is receiver, obviously. And I was seeing some of them receivers. Like the obvious guys who are gonna go off the board are gonna be, Marvin Harrison gonna be the first receiver off. Malik Neighbors, then Rome Odunze. After that, it's toss up for real. I feel like I know Keon, he didn't have the best combine. He ran 4.6, which he's a big boy though. Like he ran 20 miles per hour when he was doing the gauntlet, so that doesn't mean anything. I feel like it's just different. Like a 40, but at the same time, he was running upright in the gauntlet, so that's what you're really gonna see. Like you're gonna see a guy line up, set, not on like in a 3-point stance trying to run fast. I like Keon, bro. Really aggressive. Freak of nature. Freak athlete. I thought he was the for sure 4th receiver, but now I'm gonna look at wide receiver rankings, NFL draft. Yeah, so like I said, 1, 2, and 3, Marvin, Malik, Rome Odunze. 4, Brian Thomas. I knew he would be there, but I didn't know he was going to be 4. He's really good, though. I'm not hating. He ran a good 42, so good to see. That's valid. That's crazy how Jaden Daniels had both of them, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't. That's insane. 5, Troy Franklin. I expected Troy Franklin. Ooh, Aiden McConkey. He's tough. He's tough. He's a good route runner. He's cold. He had a good season. Tez Walker, North Carolina, he ran a good 40. Pretty fast, big boy. 8, Keon, like I said. Ooh, Mitchell from Texas. Big boy, big body. He ran a good 40. But at the same, 40 don't always translate. So I'm just saying that because that's what I saw. But like when you watch film, he can catch. He can make plays. He's a big playmaker. And yeah. Those are the main guys. And that's like the most, other than receiver. Other than QB, receiver's like the most fun to watch position. Maybe running back, DB obviously, because DBs are most important defensive position to me, because it's either you locking up or you getting cooked, no in between, and it's the hardest for sure. So it got to be important. Linebackers too. Linebackers control play call. They do all that good stuff. They they do the dirty work. Other than the D linemen. But yeah, it's gonna be a good receiving draft class. Running backs. Um, you know, I'm not really knowledgeable. I know, um, you got your guys that like Blake Corum. Um, you got guys like Audric Estime from uh, Notre Dame. You got guys that But yeah, Jalen Wright from Tennessee. Trey Benson, I like him out of Florida State. It's kind of like um, he's like a Brees Hall type back. Yeah, I said Blake Corum already. Bucky Irving, playmaker, can catch, make plays out of the backfield. Ray Davis, Kentucky, he's a dog. And those are the guys that you know, I've seen play or if I've watched. No, I've watched basically all those guys in action when it was a season. But another name that I did not expect, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I was about to say, I don't know where I saw something. Good. That's good. I don't know. Good to see Donovan Edwards going back to Michigan. He's going to dominate. He'll probably be in my opinion, he should be the first. He'll be a first rounder next year. Do it all back out of the backfield, can catch, receiving back. Yeah, he's good. Now, QBs. Caleb Williams. I know he's getting a lot of hate, but you can't hate on that type of talent. It's just really, like, it's really the question, what the heck are the Bears going to do? Let's look at these rankings really quick. We know Caleb's the number one QB off the board. Number one pick. Drake May. People kind of underestimate him. Like, he's not a good QB. Like he wasn't right behind Caleb. When Caleb, he wasn't right there with Caleb last season, the year before. We know Jaden Daniels came onto the scene and won the Heisman. 3, Jaden Daniels, obviously. 4, J.J. McCarthy. He had a solid combine. I think he'll go to the Broncos because they just got rid of Russ. Throw him in there, throw him in the fire, see what he can do. 5, it'll probably be Michael Penix. Yep. He could go right before JJ because Las Vegas hasn't really had that QB. They got Jimmy G. They got all these guys, but I feel like Penix to them would be a good pick. And then 6, Bo Nix, yeah. 7 will probably be Spencer Rattler. That's a big boy. He looked out of shape at the combine. But like, I'm not hating because he's talented. He could do something in the league for sure if he gets his mind right. It was just all a mental thing with him, man. Like, he went from where Caleb Williams is right now, and Caleb took his spot and basically took his career because Spencer was gonna be the number one QB, number one pick at this time last year, year before, last year. It just goes to show that you got to be ready. You got to be ready for the moment. If your name is called, you got to be ready in the league, especially college, bro. Cause you trying to make it to the league in college, so you got to be ready to showcase what you're good at, what you're not good at, and they gonna show you what you're not good at for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to get out here, talk a little bit about what I've seen in the league lately, my thoughts on the draft. And yeah, I'll probably do a mock draft vid, reacting to a mock draft, do some research. I had a request from Liam. Shout out Liam, my boy Liam. He wanted me to do something on Instagram where I talk about my favorite players to watch. I'll work on that, and then closer to the draft, I'll try to do pre-draft. I'll try to watch some film on the guys because I can't just be like, oh, I like that pick for them. But if I haven't watched them play, like, I can't say I like the pick for the team. So closer to the draft, I'll do some film watching, and I'll make sure I know what I'm talking about when I react to probably DJ's, Dan Jeremiah's. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm out.